Hi everybody. Today's video is about dealing with depression. As you know, if you've read any of my media interviews over the last 10 years, I've suffered from depression, which since I was a teenager, probably from the age of about 17, I've had, and it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, dopamine and serotonin levels. But I only sought advice from my GP in my 30s, because in my 20s, this is so scary for me to put out there. I've never really talked about this. I don't think there's one interview out there with me talking about this, but I will. In my 20s, I tried to commit suicide, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I've reinvented myself through fitness and health, and I've got mentally strong. Thanks to the therapy I've been in my late 20s and early 30s. And life experiences since I was a very young child, from my earliest memory, which was 7. I've got no memory before the age of 7. My childhood experiences and teenage years, the teenage angst, leaving home at 17, sleeping on the floor of my sister's flat when I came to London. I tried to live with my dad for 2 weeks. I got a job within 3 days of coming to London in Barrett's shoe shop in Essex, Ilford. My dad was in Ilford, and he was there when I was growing up. I went to school in the north. So when I was very young, I always knew as soon as I hit 17, I'd be popping off to London, because I never felt like that was my home. It was just where I went to school in the north. But cut a long story short, dealing with depression and self-awareness is a big thing in my life journey, and I use body image to cope with self-esteem and depression. It's like an antidepressant for me. And the great thing about looking in the mirror and being happy with your image, and what little things like makeup or colour, like this jacket, makes you feel happy. I think it's quite innocent and pure and sweet. But there's a lot of people who criticise me, and you know, like when I did the Daily Mail interview online, you know, the Daily Mail gets, I think it was 200 million hits a month. And I don't know obviously how many people read the stories, it depends. And not everyone leaves comments. So you never really know how many people look at your story, but it's a lot of millions of people. So out of the comments that were left, somebody said, "She looks like a Crayola advert." And I had to laugh, because I thought, hey, I don't mind, that's great, because colour is part of my therapy. So I'm obviously doing something right if people want to criticise me. I'm a model, I'm a makeup artist, I'm a bikini athlete, I'm a fit mom. I can give makeovers to people. But the most important thing that I say in interviews is, you know, self-awareness and coping with depression. Look good to feel good. Think it, feel it, believe it. And I do that for my body. I train hard in the gym 4 to 5 days a week, cardio and lifting weights. And for my face, there's no gym for the face. So what I say is, I go to a cosmetic doctor who does my face, because I lose body fat, I lose fat in my face, and I go there to correct it. So it's fighting the aging process and looking good. I don't want to look young. I want to look like someone in my late 30s, early 40s who looks good. I do not want to be looking 20. That would not serve any purpose for me. It wouldn't help my business, and it wouldn't help my image. And I think I can easily compete with people in their 20s. I'm very confident. Something that an ex-fiance of mine hated about me, he hated it, my confidence. There's a difference between ego. He was narcissistic with an ego, and he was pretty awful, a nasty person. And when I extricated myself from it, my career and everything took off. So, you know, success is the best revenge. And if you feel good about yourself and people don't like it, cut them like a cancer out of your life, because if you don't, they will suck your blood dry and you're going to regret it. So that's what I say to people: be in a healthy relationship so you can be healthy. Love your body image, love the look in the mirror, you know, take pictures, take selfies, feel good about yourself, because you're not hurting anyone. There's an element of vanity, but I don't believe that's bad. You know, I'm humble, and everyone I meet says, "God, you're so humble considering what you've done and all the press interviews you've done." And I said, but I know where I've come from. I come from a council estate in Liverpool. We had nothing, literally nothing. You know, for me to do cross country in primary school, the teachers had to give me a charity pair of trainers, because my mum couldn't afford trainers. And then I later went on to high school to run for Great Britain. Yeah, because I never gave up. We had nothing, and my mum is my heroine. She died last August, and I'm still finding it really difficult. I have got delayed grieving, so my depression comes back, and I've got friends that I reach out to and they help me. But I try and just put this face on, the Barbie image, because it makes me cope with life, and I feel that that's the new me that I reinvented in my 40s. Late 30s it started, and it didn't sort of progress until my 40s, and I'm actually so happy with my image and the way I feel. I'm a happy person, but depression can get hold of you, and there are triggers, so you have to identify the triggers, be aware of them. You know, I've spent a lot of, since recently I've just been in a lot of crying and pain about my mum, and I spoke to my sister and she said she felt the same, and I think we've just got delayed grief, and I'm in alter ego mode, so I'm not going to go there right now. This is me, and I want to keep pushing forward, but I do have my moments of depression, and I just want to share it with you that, you know, there's times when I want to do makeup tutorial videos, like I did one this morning, and I just look so sad, and I thought, I'm not putting that out there, so I deleted it. And sometimes it affects my work, and I just have to keep putting the positive stuff out there and inspire people. I've recently just been speaking to a guy off Tinder who's absolutely lovely. He's Canadian. He's got a lovely, like what I call like an American Canadian accent. He's really nice, and he's so hot, and he's so lovely. He says, I'm so proud of you even though I don't know you, and he says you should be proud of what you've achieved. I believe in you. And he's just said so many positive things on the phone. We haven't met yet, but that one dose of positivity in one evening can do a lot of good to someone, and it really perked me up. I said to him, thank you for the compliments. I am a bit blind to see what other people see, but thank you, and I appreciate it. And he said, you know, do you imagine all the women you're inspiring out there from the Daily Mail interview and all the press you've done? So hopefully, you know, I do inspire people, because I'm giving it for free. Yeah, I get paid for most, you know, of the interviews I do, but there are the odd one or two that I waive the fee because it's good advertising for me and it's my story, and you can't pay for that kind of advertising. So I'm not stupid. I am very clever at doing PR, because that's my middle name. So what I want to say is, you know, I just want to do a raw video today just to say I've been suffering from depression recently. I'm fighting it at the minute, and if you want to ask me any questions of like how to use body image to help you recover from depression, I'll give it to you for free, or you can book a makeover on my website, Makeover Essex. But if you leave comments in the video or you contact me, I will, you know, give you feedback, because I want to reach out to people and help them too. Thank you for watching my video. Check me out on Twitter at Makeover Essex. Love and hugs. Thank you. Bye.